Hey guys. Usually I'll give you a tour, but I'm on a call, so bye guys. Yeah, 623, John. Show me 97.
Be gentle.
Oh, I'm trying to, but I don't think anybody's here.
Oh, I thought you were going to that situation.
Oh, is it this one over here? Oh, okay.
Show me from the station.
Hello. How you doing, ma'am? How can I help? I was called over.
134, I'm from Olympic.
Oh, you called. Okay.
Professor Koonz has not uploaded her vaccination.
Okay.
She cannot be on campus.
Okay. Wait, tell me. Is this students right here?
Yeah.
Okay, can I talk?
You have an online class, and I have enrollment, and I have all the documents, and I'm supposed to be here, and
Cool.
somebody
Okay.
said I'm not. So how does it work?
Well, let's talk over here and see what we could negotiate.
Negotiate?
Yeah, or negotiate. Talk about it. I got my body cam on. If you want to have yours on, that's fine too, ma'am.
That's okay. That's really okay. Thank you.
So,
it's whatever we feel comfortable with.
Sure.
Officer Flex. Is that
Felix.
it?
Yes.
Felix.
So,
Okay,
so
thank
you're a
you.
professor, correct?
I hope so.
Okay. She is
I'm the Vice President of Academic Affairs.
VP.
I'm Minus
Got it.
Graduate.
Okay. So, ma'am, this is more your realm. It's not a criminal. I'm not here to.
No.
Nothing criminal about
No, there's
this whole
nothing
situation.
criminal.
So
I just asked
it's-
Professor Koonz.
it becomes more of a vaccine policy for the district, if that makes sense.
Right.
So, I know she's your boss, so that's
Yeah.
where we have to go
She's
from
not
there.
my immediate boss.
Okay, but she's above the boss of your boss, right?
Yes.
I'm not sure.
Yes.
I believe that. I believe that
I'm not
is.
sure. And so what I need from you.
Okay,
is
so you have a class right now, correct?
I do.
Okay. That's my supervisor. That's all he's here for.
Okay.
So, Sergeant Suarez. So,
Sergeant Suarez, nice to meet you.
so,
Thank you, Sergeant.
so the VP is gonna give you the options from the school district is asking you to do, and I'm not sure, VP, if you could explain to her if you don't
Professor
have.
Koonz's class has been moved online.
Okay.
It has not been moved online. I respectfully disagree. Students, don't go anywhere. We're still holding class, and
We are
where's the
not
roster?
holding class.
Where's the roster of this?
Okay, so-
We are not holding class.
All right. So we'll deal with that right now. Listen, I want to
Okay.
take care of you guys right now. Okay.
Okay.
That's all I want to do right now. Take care of you guys because they're students. They need to learn and stuff like that. You want to
I
teach.
know. That's why I've been dying to
She
do.
wants to enforce what the policies are for the district. So let's just talk it over really quick, okay?
I think so.
I think that's the best avenue right now. So what the VP's telling me is that the policy states that you have to have
Your
some.
vaccinations uploaded.
Okay, so I know this is a gray area. It's asking for your vaccination and stuff like
Or an
that,
exemption.
or an exemption. Do you have any one of those? I know you said you had documentation. Do you have any of that stuff
Can you
with
show
you?
me that you have uploaded
I
your
will
exemption?
not show you anything because I have a right
Okay.
to my, and this
Totally
is
get it.
not where,
Yep.
it's, so here's a question for you.
Sure.
Where is harassment defined? Like if somebody's emailing you 75 times an hour and they keep telling you to do the same thing over and over and you just click your email up, where does that start? I'm trying to measure.
For a definition of like a harassment, let's say like phone calls or emails.
Yeah, there's a good one.
So
Phone calls or
if you
emails.
keep on getting emails on your personal emails, like your personal cell phone, that becomes harassment. Because once you tell the person to stop and they don't stop and they continue to harass you, what you define as harassment, then it becomes an issue.
What if you're too afraid to tell them to stop?
Then that's where you kind of call us up, law enforcement, say, hey, you know what?
Okay,
you're
that's
gonna-
where you come in and
Okay.
I'm asking
No,
you
I know.
about help.
Is it your personal emails or is it your work emails?
What's the difference?
The work email pertains to work, so it's more of a civil issue at that point.
Oh.
Because if it's public, then it's for us, law enforcement, state enforcement. So,
So if it feels uncomfortable for somebody to come on the campus and do something to you against your will, are you protecting those people?
so if you don't, would you feel more comfortable if the president come out here and talk with you about this? Do you think it's
Probably not, because I
Okay.
don't want anybody to do any body harm to me. I mean,
well?
she's
Yeah, I don't think
like-
you're going to do anybody harm, but I'll relate what she's telling you. Is that
Am I
there's
doing anything wrong where I need to be taken off campus?
no.
Like-
It doesn't reach that level with us. We're only the last resort if we can't negotiate something. So we're trying to accommodate both your parties. So let me talk to the VP, and you're not willing to give up any kind of status of your vaccine, right?
Well, that's something that I feel very personal about, and
Okay,
that's
that's
kind
totally-
of a violation of my personal rights right now. And
Perfect. That's
when
totally
I was
understandable.
harassed that many times on my email, and this is my. What do you do if you're working online and somebody keeps emailing you every 4 seconds to ask you about personal information?
Yeah, definitely becomes a civil matter, and that's definitely when you start getting
So
your.
we're not protected by Title IX from being harassed.
That's a good question. If you're feeling that strongly, I can get Title IX out here, and either does Janet Bynum deal with
No,
Professor?
it's VP McIntyre.
It's VP McIntyre.
Yeah.
Okay, is she actually here by any chance? Do we know?
She is, and I texted her. I don't know if she's in a meeting or something like that. She will be done.
Okay.
I can do you guys want.
623, John. Code 4 with units. No more units
I
on
just
scene,
need to
please.
know what the outcome is here of what you're going to do to me.
No, we're not gonna do anything.
Doing
Dude.
anything to you
Well, then why did you chase my students away?
because you haven't done what you're supposed to do.
So,
I am doing
so, ma'am, so if they don't show any kind of proof of vaccine or any kind of medical, what's the district's policy on that?
The HR will then get into this, and she is going to work with HR.
Okay.
No, I'm not
Either
going to work
submit-
with HR. I'm working on my negotiating. This is what my contract. Can I show you my contract? that
Sure,
I'm supposed
sure.
to
I'll take a look at your contract.
Would that be
So, ma'am, she
some
seems
kind of
pretty-
documentation that-
Pretty adamant on her rights, as you know.
I know.
I would,
I've been dealing with this for a while.
So I would definitely get a hold of Title IX. She actually asked a good question: is if she felt harassed by your
Nobody
email.
harassed her.
Yeah, I
haven't-
know.
I
That's
haven't emailed
her.
her once.
That's I don't know who. I think it's that automated, supplier. So no, we're not gonna arrest you, ma'am.
John, I'm today.
So we'll try to resolve this as minimal as we can. We're not gonna ask her. Yeah, we're not gonna ask her to leave the premises or anything like that.
Yeah.
If she
No.
does become
She can't be here because she hasn't done what she's supposed to do, but that's fine.
Here's my proof.
sure.
This is my schedule,
Okay.
and it says I'm supposed to be here.
Okay. Let me
So
get it.
here, do you want a copy of this?
No, I just want to get it for the body cam so I could record it on my
Oh,
body cam.
absolutely. And
Okay.
so they told me I'm supposed to be here, and here's the date that I downloaded this. I'm on the schedule. I just showed up for my job like I was supposed to do.
Now, do you know your union rep by any chance?
I do
Or
know
you-
him, but I don't know where he is.
Okay, how about anybody from the union that you could contact by any chance?
No, I don't have any contact information from them.
I can, let me call her.
They're like, I don't know why I would have to have somebody that walks me on and protects me or does something. If somebody
No.
told me,
Well, yeah,
told you to
that's-
show up for the schedule, wouldn't you show up for your job?
Well, exactly. I mean, you have a lot of documentation. Hey, this is time of your class, and it's here. It's just that
It
fine
was
tune.
on the schedule.
Yeah.
I'm on here. I'm showing up. I printed it out.
So. Okay.
And
So the only reason I say the union because the matter of how they harassing you and stuff like that. Also, they have a little more insight on how to protect yourself.
yeah, well, I tried
And-
to report. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you so much. I did try to report harassment to them one time, and I
Okay.
have the emails,
So
and they never.
You actually had a good question. I'm gonna try to get Title IX. Did we go to Title IX?
I just called VP McIntyre.
Okay, so if she could come down here and then get you the more information because we like I told you before, we're not enforcing anything. We just want to make sure we keep the peace.
I know.
So
Yeah, I told the students that. I said, please, I respect what you do.
yeah, and when that's all we're trying to do. So I know she came off a little aggressive the way she is right now.
It
And
feels
we're-
very uncomfortable for me.
Yes, exactly. So
And I
if you
just
want
want you to reiterate, at least on, you need to be neutral. I totally respect
Uh-huh.
that. But I'm very, I don't want to disclose this right now, but.
No,
I
you don't have to disclose anything, yeah.
But I'm very terrified.
Okay. That's perfectly
I
fine.
am so scared right now because.
Of us or just the whole situation?
This whole thing, like, I've never been in a situation where I felt that there was physical harm that might come to me, that I'm going to be, what's going to happen. I mean, I'm scared. I'm just a little woman that I don't have power to protect myself. And when this happens, I don't know if you have a mother or a sister.
Oh yeah, I have definitely. Yeah, I have.
How would you feel if
a daughter?
she was?
Yeah.
Oh, you have a daughter?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So
how would you feel if your mother came down, tried to get to work, and there's somebody, that has this presence, and you just showed up for this job, and now you have 5 people that are going to.
So I would like to be.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
If you were my mom, I would do exactly what me and my partner do and make sure you're okay. I mean, it looked like it was little. I didn't know what I was getting into because it was just we got a call that we needed to be here. So I just want to make sure you guys are okay. Make sure your students are okay, both parties, which is you and the VP. So we're going to get the Title IX out here. Like I said, you're not under arrest, you're not being detained or nothing. You're free to go if you would like. But Title IX's will come down here, and you have some valid questions that you would like some answers to. I see nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
And hopefully we can resolve this. And
hope so.
I'm not too sure, how to push the vaccine mandate. I know I think the whole district was supposed to register if you were not, is, or going to be vaccinated.
That's like if somebody tries to put something in my body against my will. I thought that was called rape.
That
That's a strong word,
that is
but
true.
that's,
I
if somebody's
know.
going to hold me down and put something in my body against my will, I think that's called rape.
Yeah, and
that's why I brought the females in your, like,
No, yeah, it's-
why
I-
would you hold me down and put something in my body
I-
against my
I
will
totally
so
agree.
I can get to my job?
I totally agree with you. It's like my body, my choice. Why are you forcing
I mean,
things?
yeah.
I totally understand where you're coming. So
And then who are you protecting then, on which side? If your mother's like, hey, I don't want people to touch me or do this to me, and so how do you negotiate that?
that's you have some valid points that you want to ask Title IX, and hopefully they have the answers for you.
They
And
probably, what if they don't? I mean, who has the end?
you know what? Everybody has a boss. So if you don't agree with the VP's decision, you could. I believe there's a process where you could appeal it to even above her. So
I tried.
Oh, you tried.
I did. I sent to the, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
I sent to the accreditation board.
Oh, okay.
They're the ones that oversee, like,
Yes.
whether we keep it and stay in business. And I told everybody to email them to find out, and that's her boss.
Yeah, I think so.
The
Yeah.
accreditation says, hey, you're authorized, you're okay, you're doing this and that, and that's her boss. So I told my students to email whether they've heard back from them or not.
Okay.
I don't have, you can see my laptop, it doesn't have a internet connection.
That's not good.
And I know. And then my emails, when we went to the,
And I see you riding your bike here all the time, so it's not like
I know.
you're not a stranger.
you protect me, you guys did.
So let's get the Title IX out down here. We'll have a couple questions. Hopefully we could resolve this. If they could respect your wishes and say you don't want to disclose that information, that's the district's. At that point, it becomes more of a civil matter, ma'am. And I would have all that documentation that you have.
I do, I carry it
and-
on my body because it's like if I'm so scared, if somebody, like, you officers are wonderful, and if you stop me, I have to, you're not gonna believe me.
Yeah.
Who's gonna believe me? I mean, she's waving, she has the oversight, at least you guys are saying it, so who's gonna believe me? So I have to
Okay, I'll go.
negotiate and say, this
Okay.
feels uncomfortable.
So, ma'am, I'll be right back. Dr. Sanchez is here. Let me go talk with him before all the parties kind of come together, okay?
Okay.
VP? Ma'am, can I talk to him really quick? Because I don't want her to use anything like you talk to him first and coerce them or anything like that. So I'll talk to him first. Doctor, how you doing?
How's it going?
Officer Felix, sir.
Yeah, how you doing?
My body cam's on, so just
Oh,
be
yeah,
aware.
no worries.
So we got our first one of the semester. A professor that's pretty much refusing to disclose her vaccination.
Uh-huh.
We got VP here to enforce our policy.
Uh-huh.
that she's not allowed to be teaching on campus. She is scheduled to be on the docket to teach a class today, so that's why the VP came and said,
What
hey,
time is the class scheduled for?
Actually, became a little bit of 4:15. I don't know what that, you know what that means. It became pretty heated between them.
Okay.
So we kind of excused the students. We took
Okay.
a quick roll call, and then
Okay.
they left.
Okay.
If they wanted to give a statement, we told them they could.
Okay.
And right now, we got pretty much both parties calmed down. So right now, our main focus is the professor. She's pretty adamant that she doesn't want to disclose any information on her vaccine status. And of course, that's where the VP wants to know because she can't be
It's a
here.
requirement.
Exactly.
Correct.
So I'm gonna introduce you. She's pretty animated, and I'll let you do your thing.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Perfect. Thanks. So the tension occurred between the VP and the instructor?
Yes,
Okay.
and students were all around.
Okay. And the class has been dismissed?
Yes, yes, sir. VP, we'll be right with you. Hello, ma'am. So I'm back. So this is Dr. Sanchez, the president of the whole district college.
How are you?
I'm not sure if I should disclose that.
Oh, hey, it's honesty. Hey, if you feel it, whatever you feel
let's
like.
have a little bit of relief, and I just told my students that's my favorite exercise.
Perfect.
Exercise compassion. Okay? Can we start from that point?
We can start from there, ma'am.
That's perfectly good. And Dr. Sanchez, let me hear your side of it.
No, I need to hear your side first.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, you're the one, she told me that you're my boss and you have control, so I need to hear what is my fate.
Maybe he just wants to know the vaccine
the
policy.
vaccine policy. So the vaccine policy is required for all individuals coming back onto campus, whether they're teaching or students, unless there's a medical or religious exemption that's filed with the district. It's one of those conditions.
So, may I ask a question?
Sure.
Who determines in the religious exemption, who determines which God is the valid God?
We don't go that into details.
So somebody actually gave
It's
you
up
a
to
letter?
if somebody gives us a letter and says that they have a religious exemption based on their beliefs and their spirit, we don't determine.
We are at a milestone.
Is this perfect for you? Because we can end the conversation right now. You can provide that, and we're done.
Okay, so no, we have to, one more step.
Okay, one more step.
So if somebody submits, just so I get my understanding correctly, if somebody submitted a letter that said that they acknowledge and believe in a higher power that they respect, that they reiterate every day that says, this is against my beliefs and my understanding and everything I stand for. Do you choose if that God is valid or not? If I did that, would you determine?
So I'm going to answer the way I just answered you. We do not make that determination on who's God.
Who does?
No,
Who does? If we submit it,
Yeah.
will it be valid enough to teach in person?
HR does look at the documentation just
And
for
how
what's
they
outlined.
determine, what's the determining factor to determine?
They look at the determinant of what's submitted by the individual.
And what's the determinant then? Which God is selected?
There is no God. There is no God that's identified.
So if
as selected.
I went through the process and I submitted an exemption that acknowledged a God,
based on your religious beliefs, correct.
if I did that, would it be valid?
I would submit it and go through that process, and then.
What if it was already done? Like, why haven't I got some kind of validation to
Have
do
you
that?
submitted a religious exemption?
You can go and validate that. I mean, that's something that seems to me that you can
We
validate.
can go in the system and check.
Well, let's do it right now.
Yeah.
Let's do it right now.
So I'm not 100%.
I don't have an internet connection, sir.
Okay.
By the way,
Okay.
you can go into my office and see on my laptop. It says.
So you're
submit-
saying that you submitted a religious exemption?
Well, let's check.
Okay.
Okay.
It's easy for us to do that, isn't it? Easy for us to verify.
Sure. You know what? I'm not HR, so I don't know how long that's going to take.
We
So
can
It should
look
be
at-
a click.
No, we can look at this. We can pull.
Can we
this
do that
up.
right now?
No, we can't do it right now. So
Okay,
we'll pull
there's
this
the
in, but
problem.
when's your next class?
It's right. It's going on right now. I tried to teach it, and it's going on right now.
No, this should have been confirmed before. I'll do what we need to do to confirm that. And
Can we wait here and wait till you confirm it, or no?
Who's your dean? Who's the dean of your area?
It should be Dr. McGregor.
Okay, Dean McGregor. Okay.
Can we do that right now
Let
while
me
we're
let me
while
check
waiting?
with the VP, and because I don't do that level, but they can do the verification to see if that was submitted.
Perfect, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
I just would like to say thank you.
Okay. I'll
Can I
check
stay
on that
here,
right
or
now.
where am
Yeah,
I?
I'm fine with it. I'll check on. Right
Okay, yeah, we'll
right
stick
now.
around if that's not an issue.
Boy, this is kind of uncomfortable to keep this running because I wanted to. I think I remember you from a time when you showed up and you're very good.
Oh, no, thank you. That's what we're here for.
I tell you, you guys protected me all the
Oh.
time. I really
I didn't recognize you here. How you doing, man?
Hi.
That's Felix. Professor, this is our, actually, you know how those questions about Title IX and the harassment and stuff like that? This is
Nice to meet
the young lady that you need to talk to.
Thank you. And what was your name?
Janine McIntyre.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as
Yeah.
well.
So the professor had a couple questions pertaining towards she's being a professor, she's being harassed. And she'll
How does
elaborate.
that, can you qualify that for me and help me answer those questions?
Well, when you say harass, I would need to get more information.
That's exactly what I need from you. Like, how do you define that?
Well, there's actually, if you could let me know what you've experienced, and then we can go from there. But can we take this into an office, perhaps?
I don't know.
It's totally up to you, ma'am. I believe you're recording. I'm recording myself. So if you want to step into your office,
I wouldn't go into my office.
Okay.
I asked for an office that was cleaner,
How-
and
how about a
I
classroom?
don't like to put people in. It's not. There's like a lot of.
how about, ma'am? How about a classroom? I believe this one's not being used. Is that okay?
Oh, it's up to. I don't have the keys.
We
I
got-
tried to get the keys for my classroom, but they.
We're the police department. We got keys to everything, so we're
Oh
good.
wow. Does everybody feel comfortable going inside?
Oh, it can just be you two. That's fine.
Oh, is it you and I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's-
thank you.
And I think Rob Unger is coming.
all right, ma'am. Let me get the door for you. Are you comfortable, ma'am, with by you
Oh,
two?
yeah. I'm
Okay.
fine.
Doctor, so I'm hoping she could score it away with the Title IX, the harassment. I believe it's the emails that she's getting to upload her vaccine status. I think that's what she's talking about, being harassed. If we get her status today, that'll be perfect. If I get her write her letter of religious exempt, that'll be perfect. I didn't know she wanted to go that avenue, but it sounded like she did. Is
As
that
of this morning,
suffice?
she hadn't submitted the documents.
Okay,
That's what we
so
confirmed.
I'll relay that with her, and then we're not going to force her out of here. If she wants to linger around, that's totally fine, unless you guys feel there's a safety issue with that.
No, there is no safety
okay.
issue, except that our protocol is that if you are not vaccinated and have not submitted an exemption, you cannot be on campus.
Okay,
That is our protocol.
That's across the board.
That is
Okay.
So to
across the
say that
board.
she's being harassed,
Yeah.
we've had the same
Yeah,
expectation for everyone.
And you can see that she's got her bike,
yeah, she's pretty regular. We see her ride her bike around here quite a bit.
I
So,
know she's pretty regular because
do you guys deem if they're not vaccinated, that's enough for us to actually give her a trespassing order? Do you think we should go to that extreme?
A lot of things are gonna implicate here,
Yeah.
and one of them is gonna be if there's a reason why we have to give her an advice so that she cannot be here is if she's preventing any classes from continuing or any other jobs from doing. And as long as she's not doing that, since obviously we allow instructors to come in here and go to their office and be around.
We've dismissed the class already, right? So
Yeah.
they're
Yes.
gone, yeah.
but by the time I got here, there was
Yeah.
about 20 students that, thank you.
What class does he teach?
Psychology.
Psychology.
Psychology 101.
Okay.
And, I informed her on Friday
Yeah.
that if she did not let me know by Monday noon that she has uploaded her, then she will be moved online.
Right.
She was informed yesterday afternoon. You should see, I have a copy of the emails that she sent to the students to send me.
Oh, that's the one that you're talking. Yeah,
Yes.
gotcha.
And so I've been receiving threatening letters since yesterday, which I'm like, okay, never mind.
From students or from her?
No, from students. She hasn't communicated with me one iota from
Yeah.
students, but it's her writing. I can tell it's her writing. So this morning, I downloaded a roster from the students, I emailed all of the students, I let them know that the class was getting moved online. So she must have done something contradictory that brought the students over
Onto
here,
campus,
onto
yeah.
campus. So I've already told the students the class is moved online, so she may refuse to teach the class online, which then puts her under load.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got bigger issues here than.
And I was trying to get a hold of her union rep just because
Well,
I know that could go that way as well,
Yeah.
that we're
Yeah,
harassing her, so.
Mr. Unger may show up at any time.
Okay, and he's the union rep, right, for her?
He's the
Okay.
union
That's good, and I
Perfect.
recommend always doing that, because it seems that sometimes they listen
Oh,
to
that's
them
why
a
I
little
called
bit.
Rob
Yeah.
immediately. I said,
Yeah.
Rob, are you, any of you on campus, can you have somebody over here? So,
Okay,
yeah.
So if she is gonna submit a religious exemption,
Then we're good.
then we're good.
Okay.
She'll have to have her face covering on, and then I don't see the need for us at that point, if that's what she's gonna do, to escort her from campus.
I did
Perfect.
explain to the students that they were gonna get something today to let them know if it's gonna continue online or if it's gonna be in person. And so if you can just do me a favor.
We'll know once we,
With them.
yeah.
So we can
Yeah.
just let them know. Just wanna make sure that they get them.
all right, Doc.
Thank you,
I'm
gentlemen.
doing
No problem,
all right.
sir. No
I'm
problem.
doing all
We'll
right.
keep you
I'm
posted,
sending
sir.
their officers out. They're here helping me out, and no worries. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it, Marco. All right. Bye-bye.
Text me on which angle she goes with this.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
but I think you have to be here, so,
Yeah.
okay.
The professor that was here recording, was she giving you a hard time?
No, I got
oh, okay.
Karina to move on.
Okay, got
That
it, got
was
it.
Karina?
Karina was over here and she had her phone out, and initially I said, Karina, put that phone away.
Yeah, yeah.
And she actually complied
Okay.
with my request
Okay.
to put the phone away. She was hovering around, I said, Karina, you need to go.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
she's got
Okay,
Thanks,
perfect.
guys.
No problem. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I know she's pretty outspoken. I heard something about, let her do what she wants and stuff like that. I was like, okay. I thought, yeah, she was recording, so.
Yeah, she said I can offer her a ride home. I said, I don't think that would be necessary. I just don't want her getting hurt. I said, nobody's gonna hurt her.